Next question we have based on the binary search on binary search that we have seen in the last lecture, right? So as we know, binary search is a technique in which we will perform based on the sorted uh, binary tree, right? Binary, you can say array. Okay, sorted array. There should be sorted array, and in which we will perform binary search. Okay, so what binary search is doing, actually it divides the half of the data, right? Half of the element it's removes, right? So let's start and understand the questions. These questions, the first bad version, right? So it is saying you are a product manager and currently leading a team to develop a new product. Okay, so unfortunately, the latest version of your product fails the quality checks. Okay, since each version is developed based on previous version, correct? Like we have GitHub and GitLab, right? So all the version after a bad version, okay, after a bad version are also a bad version. Okay, so it is saying suppose you have n version, we have n version, 0 से 1 से n तक ले सकते, right? And you want to find out the first bad one. Okay, so which causes all the following ones to be bad, right? So it is saying you are given an API. Okay, the name is bool isVersion. It is already given, in which you can find it is a bad or not, right? It will return you bad or not in the true or false. Sorry. So it will return as a boolean value, true and false. So whenever you pass the version, like we have a n version 1 to n, and if I pass 2, so 2 will be either a true or false, right? So it will be bad or not bad. So which returns bad version is bad. Implement a function to find the first bad version. You should minimize the number of calls to the API. So we have to minimize the calls on this number. Okay, we have to minimize the number of calls to this API that is given, and we have to find the first version, right, which is a bad version, right? So let's understand, we have n version and bad is 4. Okay, so bad is 4, so output should be 4. How? Let's understand. First we will call the API isBadVersion and we will pass 3, right? Bad we have 4, so we will pass 3, so it will return false. What it will return? False. Then we will call each bad 5, so it will tell true, right? It means the bad is what? 4, right? The bad is 4, that's why 5 is coming true. Okay, and 3, version 3 is not bad because it is giving false, right? It means the 4 is the reason it's giving all the all. In case here we can say 5, version 5 is coming bad version, right, due to 4, because 3 is not coming as bad. Okay, so that's why answer is output is 4, and then we can say 4 is the bad, first bad version. Okay, now we have our input n is given 1, right? So bad version is 1, so when we will pass 1 means 1 is 1, so we will take this as a base case, right? So we will start from here. Okay, let me zoom it. Okay, so it is saying the isVersion API is defined in the parent class that is called version control. So we have a version control is a class we have, and it contains isBadVersion, in which we have to pass version ID as an integer, and it will return true or false as we have seen in the example, right? Now what we can do here is that let's write a program. Okay, so what are the things we can consider? We will start from we know we have given how many versions are there, n version we have given, right? we can suppose. So we will start int, there is should be a start, we can take start version should be 1, right? And another what we can take the end version, right? So let's see, we will take int end, we will take end. Okay, so end should be n, right? That we will got from the user input, as you can see here, right? We will get 5, and this is a end, but we will start from where 1, right? Because you can see here it is given version 0 to n. Okay, next what we should do, we have to traverse, right, from start to end, right? So what we will do, we will make a loop, but make sure that from 1 to n, right, we will, if we will go from 1 to n, it means we have to traverse whole, right? So we have to apply binary search so that we will minimize the searching, right? So that's why we have taken as example left is let's understand start is your left, right? And is your right. Okay, so what we can take here, we will start we will take a while loop start and less than equal to end. Okay, so when we will take int mid, right, when we will start while start we have less than equal to end, so mid, right, we will take mid as example. We can take in the last example we have taken what pivot, right? That's why I'm taking here a mid, so you will understand the code, right? And end minus start by 2, or either start by end plus start by 2, you can do that, right? So this is in the last example we have taken as pivot, right? Left right pivot is nothing but a mid value, mid index we can take. Okay, so first whenever the whenever we have to come to here, we will first what we will check, this is bad, we will check. So is it a true, right? If this is a true, let's see, mid is true, right? So what we will do, we have to do half of means we have to make half of the what we can say searching, right? Correct. So end will start to mid minus 1, right? You got my point? Like 1 to n, right? We have, so if 1 to n in the sense we can take 1 2 2 3 4 5, right? So let's understand what will happen. Give me 1 minute. What will happen, so when we will take this one, when we will take this one, right? So the end is 5 now, right? If mid is 3 and mid is a bad, right? So we will not going to start the whole, but we will start end is now what? End is now mid minus 1, means we will start from these two only, right? Because we have to take the first is bad, which one is bad, right? Not the last one, right? Okay, that's why we have to start end from mid minus 1. Okay, and I think you have got it, right? If you have any doubt, let me know. So if result equal to mid, right, now we have to make that mid is now result. Okay, so we will take one result also, that I think we have forget here. So we will update result 1. Okay, we will update result 1. Why 1? Because let's understand 1 is a first mid, first id is only is a corrupted or bad, we can say. Okay, that's why we have updated now. Now in the else part, what we have to do, we have to make start equal to mid plus 1, right? Now we have to start mid plus 1. Otherwise in that case, if mid like 3 is not bad, it means these are good, only 4 and 5 remain bad. So in that case we have to go here, right? So we can see in this is the case and this is this case. Okay, so we will take somewhere we'll take n n is what, n to this, right, n equal to 5, let's an example. So we will have these things, right? So this is the case. And pivot is what, pivot have, pivot is 3, correct? So we have to make this, okay, like this you can take. Now what we will do, we have to return result once we have the data, right? So this loop will go and go and go, okay? So let's compile the code. Yeah, we are good. Let's submit. Yeah, working, correct? Okay, so let me explain one more time. Okay, so what we have did here, so let's understand the version ID. We have 5 and we are returning what data? If we have, we are checking 5, we have entered 5, right? And then we are going to test what version we have, right? So it will be from 1 to 5, total 5 version we have, in which we have entered 5, right, to check. So we will start from 1 and to end. So we have considered start is left and end is right. So in the result section we will take, like, this is the first one that we have from the starting, it is a bad version, okay? And then we will update whenever it is the mid is a bad, it means result is going to be updated, okay? And in the binary search we know that we will start from start less than equal to end, and we will calculate first mid equal to start plus end minus start by 2, and in this we will use isBadVersion will be mid we have to pass, and in mid we will pass mid minus 1 and by 1 by 2, right? We have to do 1 by 2, we can say array by 2, okay? And in that case end will get updated here and result is mid, right? And similarly we have to update start, right? So example is perfect here. You can take this 5 and let's understand this is the pivot is mid, okay? And if we find 3 as a mid as a bad version, so we will update end, okay? Like 1 2 we have to find only in 1 and 2, not the entire one, okay? So we have to update end, and similarly we have to update the result. And similarly if it is not a bad version, means we do not have to check in this side, we have to check only 4 5. That's why we have to update start equal to mid plus 1, okay? This is the reason, okay? So thank you. If you have any doubt, please let me know.